Hello Pisces, thank you for joining me. Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. This reading is going to look at the energies between the 29th of June to the 5th of July. But of course, the universal timing is fluid, so it's any time around those dates or even a little bit beyond. But whenever you watch this reading, Pisces, it'll be the right time for you to receive these messages. The cards I'm using today are the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. I have done a pre-shuffle, so I'll just do a final shuffle for you. And then we'll see what the energies want to say. The 29th of June to the 5th of July, or thereabouts. I'll just lay these down. And it's interesting how the energies fluctuate slightly from week to week, because of course the planetary activity keeps changing, and we all have free will, don't we? So people around us change their mind about things, energies change, we change, the environment changes, so that's why it's really useful to do these weekly readings and just to see what the universe has to say to us week on week. So the cards I'm shuffling now are the Fairy Oracle cards. I had done a pre-shuffle also. Now these Fairy Oracle cards have got a very different energy to the Psychic Tarot. But that's lovely, it's fine, it's great. It adds a different dimension to the reading. It gives a bit of extra clarity and depth, and has something slightly different to say. Right, Pisces, so here at the heart of your reading we have material and spiritual prosperity. Fantastic card to have right at the heart. This means that all your needs are being met, you have enough income coming in, you're very comfortable, you have what you need for getting by, but not just for getting by, for living very comfortably, for being comfortable. It's about spiritual prosperity as well. You are a very spiritual sign, Pisces, so that's not a surprise. So this is right at the heart of your reading. Beautiful. Right, we've got the Himself card that's come out. A very paternal energy. Now it can either be referring to a person in connection with you, yourself, or this is about the universal energy. But it's a beautiful, benevolent energy. It's a very giving, nurturing energy, but very strong, very powerful energy. You can see all the stars in his hair, and he has his crown, third eye and heart chakra well lit up, so beautiful. And as I say, it's a very paternalistic energy as well. So this energy has come through for you alongside of material and spiritual prosperity. So beautiful. It's almost like it's very powerful, universal, godlike type of energy. So that's lovely to come through in the heart of your reading, Pisces. So, but the challenge is about moving on. So in your mind, you are moving on. For some of you, you may be moving on physically as well. But for others, because this card is from the mental part of this particular tarot deck. So this is about moving on, finding a new way forward, coming out of the dark into the light. And moving on. But this is proving to be a challenge for you. Being able to move on is proving to be a challenge. Yes, and it's drawing on wisdom. Using your wisdom, your insight, your psychic abilities, but drawing on the roots of who you are, drawing on the roots of your wisdom, seeking wise counsel, ancient wisdom, what we inherit from our forefathers and from previous lives. So the Oakman is coming, so you're getting, there's lots of wisdom here on offer, but this is a challenge for you. As is the moving on card, it's a challenge for you. At the root of it is obstacles and challenges that are needed to be overcome, that keep coming in your way. I mean, this is from the spiritual part of the deck, but it doesn't have to be just about spiritual matters. It could be about anything. And this is at the root of it, so it's already happened. And you may be aware or not aware of it, but it's about overcoming. You've had to overcome obstacles and challenges. And the symbol of initiation, this is when something is developed and grown. It's almost like the apprentice card, when we have to do all the learning and the training before we take our exams and become a professional at whatever it is. So this energy of initiation, of trying experience, of developing and growing, and at the same time having to overcome obstacles and challenges. So this is at the root of the situation. The past leading to the current situation, we've got the solar plexus chakra, and this is about authority. It's the solar plexus is in your center. It's just behind your tummy button, and this is to do with your power and control and autonomy and strength. So this is in the past, and being your authentic self. This is the spirit dancer. And the spirit dancer comes forward when this is about dancing your own dance, being yourself, being your authentic self. And this is in the past, and this is obviously something that grew stronger and stronger as your power and autonomy and self and control and strength has grown in the past. You've become yourself. You're dancing your own dance, Pisces. You're being yourself. So on your mind at the moment, it's the patience, and this is about waiting for something. And again, this is from the spiritual part of the deck, but it doesn't have to just be about the spirituality. So there's something about waiting. The tree is growing in the egg timer, and the person is waiting for it to grow. So there's something, you're waiting for something. This is what's on your mind, patience, perhaps waiting. And the gocha. And the gocha is when we're thinking about, because this is in your mind at the moment, you're thinking about waiting, being patient, to do with something that you're having to face, something that you don't want to look at, but you're having to look at it, you're having to face it. And this is something perhaps that's happened in the past. That's been difficult for you, that came out of the blue, but you're sort of peeping through your fingers there, you're having to face it, and this is what's on your mind at the moment. In your power at this time, Pisces, you're suffering in silence. So this is the Nine of Swords in ordinary tarot. And this is when we feel very much on our own, when we've got a lot on our mind, thinking about something that has been quite painful. And so this is in your power position. So you are suffering, but in silence. You don't share how you feel. You don't share with your thought, you don't share how you feel with others. But that is part of your strength, you see. That is part of who you are. But now we've got the bodacious Bodak, and this is the meddler energy. This is the energy of the bodacious Bodak. Finishes things. He thinks is being helpful, but he steps in. If something needs finishing or dealing with or sorting out, then he does it, but he'll do it different to how anybody else would do it. He ties up loose ends, but he doesn't tie them up properly. He interferes. He's a meddler. He can't help himself. So the bodacious Bodak. Now, what it's saying is, it's within your power to make sure that you don't leave anything loose ends. You don't leave them. You don't leave things unfinished. Because the bodacious Bodak will come in and finish them off for you. So that means that somebody else will come in and meddle and interfere with whatever it is that you've got on your mind, that you're thinking about, that's been quite painful. All right, so it's within your power to deal with something before the bodacious Bodak comes in and finishes it for you. So it's within your power, Pisces. This obviously won't resonate with everybody. This is a message for a certain few of you. And then in your environment around you, trapped in fear. So this is somebody that is trapped in their mind, that is very worried, is fearful, they've got a lot on their mind. All right, so this is, it's just that's the number 8 in the mind part of the deck, and number 9 was in your power, which was the suffering in silence. So this number 8, trapped in fear, is the card just before that one. So somebody around you has got a lot on their mind, and they're quite fearful, they're stuck in their mind. And this fluff the footer, somebody needs to get grounded. There needs to be a grounding energy. Things are up in the air, the energies are all scattered all over the place. So in your environment around you, there is a need for grounding, there needs for things to become settled. All right. So in your hopes and fears, we have the Shadow card, Major Arcana, and we also have Tobara of the Waters. So the Shadow card is something hidden. There's something you don't know. You're searching for something. You're trying to find something out. So some things have been revealed, but there's still some things that are hidden. And this is what's perhaps in your fear, is it, or in your hope? Your hope is the fear of what's hidden, but perhaps it's your hope to find out some information, find out something. And then the Tobara of the Waters is about our emotions, and it's about how we react and respond to our emotions. So I mean, at the moment it may be that you're a bit worried about your emotions, and that you may react or be irritable, a little bit too irritable, or react with anger. So with the Tobara of the Waters, she says, take a step back, think about things before you respond, whether it's in a text, email, or verbal, and respond rather than react to situations. But this is in your hopes and fears, remember. Doesn't mean to say it's actual. It's in your hopes or and your fears position. Now the outcome, we've got harmony. So there's a harmonious aspect in the outcome here, and Arval Parrot. So there's going to be more harmony going forward with communication. So there's harmony coming forward between a couple in a relationship. Sometimes it means the relationship we have within ourselves, where we're feeling more harmonious within ourselves, and that creates harmony then between us, doesn't it, and around us. But this is very much, this is the Lover's card in ordinary tarot. So there's a deepening of harmony within a relationship or within yourself. And the clarifier is about communication. What we receive, you see his antennae is lit up, receiving information, and then how he responds is pointing to his throat chakra. So that's lovely. So it is about communication, how we react or respond. All right, but there's going to be more harmony. So that's lovely. So the energies coming in, partnership and alliance. So working in partnership, working in harmony, working in partnership with somebody else or with others. All right. And then we've got Oivat Gnome. Now he's the trickster gnome. And what he's saying is, when there is chaos around, look for the opportunity. We all go through times of chaos and uncertainty, when things are a bit wobbly, when we're not sure about what's going on. But within the chaos that's going on around us, and it's probably, and this is the future coming in, so there's going to be some more chaos as we work in partnership with others or with somebody else. Then in the chaos, look for the opportunity. Don't just look for, don't have your glass half empty, have your glass half full. Look for the silver lining in the situations going forward. There will be opportunities. There always are. All right, Pisces. Lovely. It's a lovely reading. I've really enjoyed doing this reading for you. I'm going to leave it there. Please press the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe if you've enjoyed it. If you press the subscribe button, then it'll help my channel to evolve, and I do appreciate that. But you will also be notified of any future readings that I publish. Do join me again, Pisces, in the future. And thank you again for joining me this time. Take care now. Bye-bye.